Alright, so good morning. Has been a while since we talked, right? Or have seen each other, I guess. Welcome to the vlog of 001. I'm attempting to spark joy in myself. Enjoy the vlogging, document my life, and have fun. That was one of the things that I did today during meditation. They asked to set the intention for the day, and for some reason, enjoy this process came to mind, and I guess it came for a reason. So here we are. Today's Thursday. I have quite some things that I need to do. Put on some cream, and now we're gonna put a sunscreen. Let it get settled a little bit. What are we gonna have today? Let me check my schedule. So apart from work, I have an eye doctor appointment today around 12. Bring you along as much as I can for privacy reasons and all. And then of course work, as I mentioned. Right, I need to go for a run. Running has become a big part of my life. I'm trying to put it in a schedule so I think about it less and just execute. We're gonna do some makeup right now, a little bit, you know, because if we go running later, it's gonna be removed anyway. And then we're gonna work. We're gonna have some doctor's appointment and we're gonna enjoy this process, right? I need to hurry up a little bit because this whole vlogging thing is actually time consuming. Let's dig into some personal stuff. What has been going on? I think the last video I had was, obviously I do like coding tutorials and stuff. It has been a lot because a lot of things go on in terms of prepare the material, research the material, ensure that you're actually delivering good content, you know, useful. Sometimes it felt like sometimes you need to just like deliver content for the sake of delivering content, and I don't like that. Hence more than 6 months break. And also in between, apart from that, there has also been a war, as we might know, probably depending on where you are in the world. You have been in a war already, or are in another war, because this is what humans do, right? Or the one that has been affecting me recently, because I'm also not new to wars, is the one in Ukraine. If we're friends on Instagram, then you might know that I have a grandma, and she is from Mariupol, and that place has been heavily affected, and especially her location. She has been there through hell. So last year we managed to take her out and bring her to live with us, which has introduced some challenges of itself. Our flat is quite small. We live in Berlin. The housing situation in Berlin is horrible. We don't really have a lot of options, and you know, when you're 30, it's kind of hard to give up on your independence. However, it is for a very good cause, an important cause. So this is what I've been going through, you know, a part of it all, also losing like my space. Which in itself seems like a very minor thing, but it has been happening, you know, it has been going on. And also like this whole stagnation with work and what I want to do, and me losing my space, meaning that I don't have so much freedom or even headspace to do content creation anymore. So it's kind of like really felt like, it's not felt like, it is like that, or at least it was like that for the very first 10 months for sure. There is no my time. There's always somebody else's time and somebody else needing me, and I got tired very quickly. I got upset very quickly, annoyed very quickly, because you need your time, you need your space, and I lost it. Working through that bit by bit, it has not improved entirely, but it is what it is. I started meditation, I started journaling. Actually, I had recently my 50 days streak, which is pretty awesome, and if you're wanting to do that, I can highly recommend it. It has been quite eye-opening. That's kind of what's been going on, like on a personal level, like the heaviest of things. There's nothing else I really can do about it. I started running. That was very life-saving, I would say, for me. Whenever I would feel overwhelmed, upset, or when things get too much, and they were getting very often too much, I would just put on my shoes and go for a run. Even in winter, even in rain, even in whatever situation it would be, I would just go for it. Actually, running in the rain is probably my favorite. Apart from my mental health, I started to have improvements overall, like physical, because I've been finally being treated for PCOS and stuff that my body is going through for, I don't know, since puberty, I guess, like on and off. So I'm very happy I finally can feel like a human again, honestly, and that's been extremely helpful to at least not lose my sense of body, or I think you know what I mean. That has been a positive thing. So overall, physical stuff getting improved, starting to run, having more sun, or trying to have more sun, taking very slow time. Oh, I started also read a lot. I read a freaking lot. If you're on Goodreads, I'm also there. If you have any good recommendations for books, I'm always up for it. I left my corporate job, by the way. I guess we can also talk about that after 3 years, which was a little bit hard, I must admit, because I got very comfortable and you form habit around something that is in your life for so long. I'm now working for a small company within a big company, which is awesome because you have the flexibility of a small company, but you have the budget of a big company. And that honestly is like a sweet spot right there. I'm now a senior web developer. Whoop whoop. After 5 years, I got to this stage. It has been a lot of fun, a lot of breaking the corporate habits that I had. I often have sometimes remark like, Daniela, you don't do this in not corporate places. Anyway, it's nothing bad, it's just like habits. Fun thing, I advanced in TypeScript. It was actually quick and easy. I expected it to be a bigger deal, but it's not, which is good. That was pretty cool. It's not like I'm the guru of TypeScript right now, but I do get a lot. Also, if you have ChatGPT, super helpful to kind of like read down code in general, not just TypeScript. That's kind of where I'm at with personal and work, I guess. I'll take you along the day to show you what's what, and we're just gonna have fun, right? Morning. Well, we probably know what you're doing though, right? You're almost done then. Our meeting has been way too long, but we managed to discuss like 3 topics. We had our daily, then we had our app discussion, and then we had our front-end discussion, and then we had something else discussion. I actually got another meeting added for today at 2 p.m. so I should be back from the doctor by then. I have around an hour before I need to leave for my doctor's appointment, so let's get to it. And we are ready to go. Came back from the doctor, everything is tip-top, eyes as sharp as an eagle's sight. I don't know. It's funny because straight after the LASIK operation that I had 120 or 140% improvement of my sight, which I didn't know that you can improve more than 100. And I think now it's kind of like stabilized after 2 years. Now they checked it and it's still like 100% one, so love that. Yeah, they kind of like said something that you should have every 6 months a checkup because you were short-sighted. I mean, I know that you should have a checkup every now and then, but I didn't know that because you were short-sighted and now you're not, then you should have it. I don't know. Does anyone know, you know? Because I have no idea. And I even googled it in German, you know, in order to understand if that's like a thing maybe that is known here. I couldn't find anything. So if you know something, then share the knowledge. It's now 12 minutes to the meeting. David is still not here with the food, which Jenny is gonna take a while. I'm thinking if I should go and get a coffee now. Just prepare it. Yeah, let's go prepare it. As far as I know, we already have some coffee. Yes, we do. There's also this thing that I recently found in the supermarkets here. It's like all of the stuff that are supposed to help you to absorb iron. And they also add iron to this drink. Have exactly 30 seconds. One thing corporate work did make me is extremely punctual and to understand the value of a minute. Hey. Hi. Even in dark mode. Okay. See you at 5 then. We're not done. Recharged and ready for a second round. I've just finished work. Had a meeting for 4.5 hours. I want to say I understood everything. I didn't. But that's why we have a team effort, right? Some understand more, some less. My brain is quite squeezed from the inside out. Though since the weather is nice, I'm just gonna get ready for a run. Doesn't matter how long, how far I do it, just, you know, to clear up my head. Came back from running, very sweaty. I did 4K, feeling awesome. Good job on going out and clearing my head, because otherwise what would I have been doing? I would have been sitting home. And I kind of like running. Oh, here's my baggie. I was searching. Okay, I'll keep it there. Yeah, I kind of like running when I get to have like this separation from work and doing my own stuff, or just in general relaxation, or I don't know, chilling, whatever, you know, kind of like having a cutoff point, which you would usually have with commute to work and from work, but I'm not missing that. So I created myself this ritual and it's been good. Gotta go shower. Very fast became 10 p.m. David is still not here, so I think I'm probably gonna have an early night by myself. He's rehearsing for his upcoming European tour, which means that it's usually gonna be quite late back home. I'm gonna just journal for the evening. I have like a morning check-in and an evening check-in. I have also another app. I'm very interested in they give you reports. My last report for August was that my mood depended on the sunny weather. You don't need to be a genius to know that. That's kind of like very obvious. I'm gonna do my mood check-in for the evening and then I'm gonna log off. I'm going to have a good rest. I'm gonna wake up with a lot of power and excitement, because tomorrow is an exciting day. And also because it's just a new day and we get to live it. It was a very eventful day, a lot of stuff, a lot of accomplishments. I did indeed the downsizing of these two. It went really well, not super painful as when you do them, basically. He also said that I should downsize my conch, this one, but I already downsized it once. So I think he was just confused, honestly. But he's very good, and that whole shop is awesome, and they are certified by the app. And yeah, the big news is that I got the iPhone. I was wondering which color to get, and I ordered one color initially, and then I started thinking like, oh, maybe I should get the other color. I decided that, okay, I'm gonna go to the store, and then they have those on display, and I'll see which one I like. I actually still, like, I like both, but I was like, Let me see if they have it in stock, and if it's there, then I'll take it. But if they don't, then I'll take mine. Kind of like leave it to fate. Well, guess what? All the iPhone Pro Max 15, they're all sold out and there is none in stock. So unless you reserved it for today, you don't have them. I guess that's fate. And we're gonna unbox it. I was actually just having a chat with my neighbor saying that I'm not gonna unbox because I want to live in the moment. And here I am unboxing stuff. So hi Juliana, I'm sorry. Let's clean up a little bit this mess, which luckily you don't see, but I do. Let's get to unboxing. Okay, so it says that it's gonna take about 1 hour to transfer all the data from my other iPhone. Okay, so I'll just sit and patiently wait. In the meanwhile, let's talk why I got this phone. I didn't really need that phone. My iPhone 11 Pro Max is absolutely perfect, except for one thing. Last year, my mobile data company forced me into a 5G contract. So I'm paying for 5G for over a year now, which is kind of like, okay, maybe the price wasn't that big of a difference. I don't think it was a big difference. Basically, I didn't even have an option, okay? My device, my mobile device doesn't have 5G, so I'm paying for something that I'm not using. It doesn't have even the capability to use it. So it was quite a bummer. And last year, I didn't feel like still updating the phone because it has been just like 3 models, 3 years. I don't know, I really didn't feel like it. And plus there were other things in life happening. So I'm just like, whatever. But this time around, I was like, we could really try it. And here we are. While my phone is absolutely perfect, I'm giving it as a trade-in. I hope to get the maximum out of it, kept it in perfect condition, unless I drop it now and it smacks like to pieces and shutters. I'm hoping to get around like 300 euros out of it, which would be pretty freaking awesome. And also David gave his phone back last year, and due to like German tax and whatnot, he got a gift card instead of like the money being transferred to your bank account. If I would get the 300 euros and I used his gift card for 150 euros, then that would make a 450 euro discount on my new iPhone. So apart from the 5G coverage, I'm also excited for the dynamic island that they have. I feel like that's kind of a big enhancement to the user experience of using the phone. I also like the button on the side that you can customize, because that button is just like freaking useless. Like my phone is always on silent. I get the device new and I put it on silence, and like I can glue it because I never put the ringtone on. Like there is no freaking way I need sound there. I think that comes from childhood, when like I had a parent who would always want to know where I am and to answer the first second that they call me. So thanks to that, I think PTSD is kicking in, and I'm just like getting extremely anxious whenever I hear ringtones and somebody calling. I'm not gonna lie, I'm also excited about the camera. The camera is a massive update. All in all, it's a good upgrade. I'm pretty happy. I'm happy with the color. So the color I was mentioning, I was thinking to go for the earthy one because it's really also beautiful. Actually, in the photos, I have the feeling that it looks better than in real life. So I just went with the blue one, and it was in the stars. I am gonna use it as a little push to do a little bit more content, as I am doing right now. I do have this camera, but with the iPhone it's always so much easier when you go out, just like to shoot stuff. I don't want to bring like a camera with me. Always feels awkward. It was even awkward to shoot all of those little tidbits on the iPhone outside, also because like in Germany, understandably, there is like a like a strict policy of no photos of strangers, which I deeply appreciate, because you don't want your photos just to be taken without your consent. Obviously, I'm trying as much as I can not to include people in the videos, but if they do, then I blur them or I like put something on top of them so nobody sees their faces. And it's just awkward because like I walk on those streets every day, you know. It's kind of, okay, maybe not every day, but it's like, it's my neighborhood, it's my area, it's my city. I'm 100% sure nobody gives a damn. Everybody's just busy with their own lives. I must admit though, towards the end of the day, so towards now, it got a little bit easier to kind of like take out the phone and do like a little bit of shooting around. I always do like a face of pretending that I'm like admiring whatever I was shooting, but also mostly to show that I was not shooting a person or a child or something, you know, because that was definitely not my intention. I'm just like trying to show the vibe, trying to show the architecture. I hope that translates. So yeah, my iPhone is still gonna take 58 minutes to be precise. I think I'm gonna go for lunch with David. He's actually having now a meeting. Let's see what comes first, the iPhone or David. I also have some Bob the Builder situation to continue. Don't even want to talk about that, honestly. Let's just forget about it. I very much enjoyed doing this vlog. Honestly, I missed the connection that I'm sure we will reignite with all of you, with new people. I do call you besties because I appreciate all the support that you have given me throughout, maybe not the hardest part of my life, but one of the hardest parts of my life, and just like so much kindness. I believe that we should spread more kindness and more joy, and I appreciate that you are being part of that. Sorry, I just thought there was a spider. I have a spider there. It's funny. There's like a thing, right, where this is the ceiling, this is the wall, and the spider lives right here. But at night, he comes out and he hangs. Little Johnny, or Jimmy. What was I saying? Right, I want to keep the connection going. I want to hear what you've been up to, what you are going to do, what are your plans, how's your life been. Very excited to maybe have this as a thing now. This is 001. Let me put it out there that I'll do at least 10 of those, and then we will see where we're at. So the first 10, we're just gonna enjoy. We're gonna enjoy also after. But these ones, we're not gonna check any numbers, we're not gonna check anything. We're just gonna be like, what's up? I'm looking forward to hanging out with you in the comments. Yeah, I don't know about coding tutorials, honestly. So yeah, that's another topic. Right before we finish, touched upon that on Instagram. I really like how all the, especially tech girlies, for the lack of a better word, many tech women I see, or at least the ones that I follow and identify with, talking to each other, chatting here and there, overlapping and all of that. See how we're all kind of, I don't know when that happened, but it just happened. Probably post-pandemic or something. We just started living life. I don't know, like how much can you share that is not available out there already? The benefit of actually somebody working in tech being there for transparency, not transparency, for visibility, being there for showing that you can and sharing your story. This doesn't have to be by justifying your knowledge or sharing as much as possible from things that you find on the internet, because everybody can find it on the internet. And honestly, if you are looking to start a web development career or any other dev career, you really should start Googling. Because I get it that you can see how other people are giving you information, and hey, coding tutorials are still super helpful. I'm still watching them. There's like people whose careers are coding tutorials and teaching, you know, people to get those skills. But me having like, okay, I don't have a full-time job, I have a 4-day job, but still, you know, it's like there's so much life out there, and I'd rather show you how working in tech can mean also all of that, rather than just Right, so what I was saying is that I'd rather just show you how being a developer doesn't mean that this is your entire personality. I don't know if I'm kind of like making sense or not, but basically I joined the movement of us having life, enjoying more things and not attaching our identities to tech. I still love tech, really passionate about tech and about stuff, but it's just like sometimes I just wanna, I don't know, plant avocados. I just wanna paint my nail. All of that doesn't involve tech. It doesn't involve any screen. I feel that by doing that, I can do way more in tech. I think this is the direction we're going into. I'm very excited for this vlog. I am actually so excited that I'm gonna have a quick lunch and I'm gonna straight away edit it. Because that's how excited I am. I'm also very proud that I managed to do all of that, because I did previously record a couple of times and then it just went to the trash. I'm very determined to make this happen, and cheers to 001. I hope to see you in the comments and let me know everything, honestly, because I miss you. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye.